Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pop Empress channel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into the video. Nozipho Ntsangase's husband Zola Ntshangase finally ties the knot to his new wife Umisokuhle Nomsheshe. So Umisokuhle Nomsheshe is in her 20s and now she becomes Zola Ntsangase's second wife. Now, if you remember last year when the story broke that Nozipho's husband would be taking a second wife, Nozipho did express on the Mummy Club that this was never part of the plan. Her marriage becoming a polygamous marriage was never part of the plan. So Nozipho and Zola Ntshangase have raised 8 children together, but it's actually interesting how their relationship started. When Nozipho tells the story, she says that she came into the relationship with 1 child and then she found out about Zola's 2 children. But then here's this. 2 months later, as they were dating, she found out now about a 3rd child of Zola's. She found out that one of the girls Zola had been dating had now given birth. And then Zola was like, no, he does not know if the child is his or not. So what then Nozipho did was drive to the baby mama's hometown and she went and got Nozipho, by the way. Nozipho went to the pharmacy and she bought DNA testing kit, and then they did the swabs, and then she also got Zola to do the swabs, and then they tested the results, and then they found out Uguti, the 3rd kid is actually in fact Uzola's child. And then now she raised these kids. They raised the kids together. They took the 3rd kid in and then they raised her because she says that, look, the child was not born into the best of circumstances. And so she decided, you know what, let's raise the kid together. So, and then later on into the marriage, they had more kids, which is how now they have 8 children together that they have been raising together. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. If you want to understand this better than the way that I'm explaining it, you can go and look up the videos on the Clock app and you'll find them there. So the way things were set up, Nozipho did not imagine that now, years into the marriage, years later down the line, her husband would now want a second wife. And I remember she was saying on the Mummy Club that she feels that the plan is unfair. She said the plan has changed and now it's unfair to her and her children. So yeah, that's how the story goes. And I must say that I've noticed a pattern with these men who are in the public eye and are also polygamous. For example, Somkhanda Gumbi, when he met his first wife, Bayede, he already had kids, which she helped him raise. And then he went and married his second wife, Unombuso. But then now, Somkhanda Gumbi has now added a 3rd wife into the mix.
7 days into knowing me, he sent a letter to my parents. Initially, it said, oh, I love you. He didn't even know me. I love you so much. And I was like, how do you love me? You don't even know me.
Uzama, who is younger than Unombuso, is a beautiful 22-year-old young lady who is also educated, and now she becomes Usomkhanda's 3rd wife. Another polygamist who has went for someone younger is Umusamseleku, and he has now gone for his 5th wife, who is actually around the ages of 24, 25. She also happens to be around the same age as his sons. So the pattern that I've noticed with these polygamous men is that once they are out of their building stage, once they've built solid careers, when they are in a position where they have money, they are wealthy, well connected, they go for girls who are younger than the wives that they currently have. And I wonder why that is. Maybe you guys know. Maybe you guys can take a guess in the comments. Let me know. But please keep it respectful, okay? I always wonder why they do not go for women who are their age. Why do you now want someone who's younger and way younger at that? And the wives that they currently have often have to stay in the marriage, whether they like it or not. But obviously, it's always someone's choice. It's always their own choice whether to stay or leave the marriage. Some stay because they see that they've invested majority of their lives into this marriage, and if they leave, they have to start over. A change of lifestyle, starting, assets and the time you have spent. It's a lot. It's a lot. But please keep it respectful in the comments, guys. Please. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, please do subscribe, please share. And I just want to say that I am back to posting now. To everyone who has been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. And continue supporting the channel. I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye.